Well, here's a question for you. Where do you get your financial advice? Now, if you're like millions of young adults, you're actually turning to social media for that advice.
In fact, according to CNET magazine, more than 1/3 of Gen Zers are turning to TikTok for their money advice, using hashtags like FinTalk and Stock Talk for all kinds of different investing strategies. Sharissa Anderson from Ferguson Wellman Capital Management joins us to talk about the good and the not so good side of this TikTok trend. Good morning.
Good morning.
So this is a really interesting topic because
Yeah.
I have noticed this lately
Yeah.
on social media. People, putting together some, flashy videos saying you should buy this, you should sell this, you should do this. Here's a get rich quick tip. This is a younger demographic of people. Usually, most TikTokers are going to be under the age of 30. So, is this a trend that is surprising to you at all?
Well, the great news is that younger people are actively seeking out financial advice, which is exciting. Now, TikTok can be a free and pretty easily digestible way to help boost your financial knowledge, and you can get it right there in the palm of your hand. Now, the problem comes with inaccuracies and a one size fits all approach. Unfortunately, we're hearing more and more stories of people who've taken that advice and then have lost money, damaged their credit scores, or in some cases, even needed legal support.
That is interesting. So what I kind of want to understand a little bit more about what people are finding on TikTok. Like what is some piece of advice that an 18 to 24-year-old, if we're going off that age range, is typically finding on social media?
There could be some really helpful tips, anything from how to create a budget and stick with that budget to helping to save for college or even in the long run, retirement.
Interesting. I know I've come across some videos that will kind of break down certain things that people are seeing on Reddit, or different trends,
Yeah.
investing in this company or that company, which if you're gonna try and play the stock market every day
Sure.
and really try and be a day trader, you can make some money. Certainly you can be successful that way, but for the average consumer, it seems like those videos could be harmful.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say take the platform with a grain of salt. Anyone with a few minutes to spare and a smartphone has the ability to really quickly create a bio and upload a video with just the push of a button. So there's no need for qualifications or any professional experience in order to post online. And furthermore, the platform isn't regulated. So there's just plenty of opportunity for misinformation. I would say if there is a FinTalker whose advice seems legitimate, then to go ahead and take some extra time to do your homework. See if you can confirm if they hold any type of professional designation and do some research to cross-check that information with an independent source.
That's a good idea. I never thought about looking up, like who is this person that's telling me? Maybe,
Right.
maybe they are a certified financial planner or an accountant.
Correct.
You don't know until you look.
And it's, I mean, my instinct, whether it's right or wrong, would be that they're not. Because I see them on, because
Right.
anybody can post on social media. So
Right.
maybe you're guilty until proven innocent. You need to
Yeah,
know that
that
you
research is
don't trust until
smart.
you do your research on that. Um,
Absolutely.
how about seeking financial help through your job? Is there a different way to go about this if you're looking for maybe a more affordable option? Because that is the draw, like you said, to using TikTok for advice. It is free. So is there a way to do this through maybe certain workplaces to try to find that financial help that may be a little bit safer?
Yeah, that's such a great question. So if you participate in a workplace retirement plan, like a 401k, those plans are going to be managed by an investment advisor. And those advisors generally provide guidance to employees, and better yet, it's free of charge. So I encourage people to reach out to their employee benefits department and see what resources are available because it really is often underutilized.
Sure. So real quick, we're almost out of time, but I think one of the reasons that a lot of people have maybe gotten a little more financially involved in recent years is because we've seen such a roller coaster here with the stock
Yeah.
market, especially
Yeah.
recently. It's just been so volatile. What advice do you have for people to just kind of, calm nerves, or what should people be doing right now?
I would say focus on the long term. So it's really easy to get distracted by the bright and shiny new tip on TikTok. But the reality is, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So rather than being reliant on social media, seek guidance from a reputable source. If you are looking for an advisor, watch for credentials after their name. So look for a CFP or CFA. And you can really even look in your own circle. Is there a friend or family member whose advice you really trust? And if so, really leverage their expertise.
Yeah, that's good advice. Charissa, really appreciate you taking the time, especially I wasn't all that aware of this trend on TikTok, so that's something to definitely keep an eye on. Really appreciate you taking the time this morning. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, take care. And for more financial